Winning the league is good, right? But defending the league is one hardest part of it. See, you will respect Pep Guardiola, who did it 4 times in a row with Manchester City. You also respect Jose Mourinho, who won the league back to back with Chelsea. I'm not saying Liverpool are already right off. I'm not saying Liverpool might not win the league this season. But I am saying if you want to win the league, these are the kind of games you should win. Now let's take a look at some of these stats. Liverpool signed Isak for 130 million pounds. Liverpool signed Florian Wirtz for 120 million pounds. Liverpool signed Ekitike for 90 million pounds. Liverpool signed Frimpong for 40 million pounds. Liverpool signed Kekes for 40 million pounds. Arguably, or probably, if you check everything, it might be leading up, to like 400 million pounds. And you cannot beat Manchester United at home. It's not looking like the Liverpool of last season is better than Liverpool of this season. And I'm not taking anything away from Manchester United. What I'm trying to say is that the media has protected this Liverpool team too much. The media has protected this Liverpool team over and over again. Imagine if it's a club like Chelsea, Arsenal, or Manchester United who spends that amount of money on the market and have lost 4 games back to back in all competition. The media will be all over them. The media in England will be all over these clubs. Why are they protecting Liverpool? Why are the media not coming hard on this Liverpool side? Congratulations to Manchester United for putting up a fantastic show today. By the way, I'm not a Manchester United fan. I'm trying to express what I saw today because I saw a determined Manchester United side. So in Manchester United side who wanted to win for the coach. 2 back-to-back victories for the first time as a Manchester United coach in Rúben Amorim. That is a very good one. That is a good way to go. I saw a Manchester United side who really took this game to Liverpool. I saw a Manchester United side who really wanted to win this game. Look at Liverpool. They've been surviving on late goals in the last couple of games. Since the season starts, they survived on late goals with Bournemouth. They survived on late goals with Newcastle. They survived on late goals with Burnley. They've been surviving on late goals, even in the Champions League as well. Now this is the same Liverpool that has lost 4 games back to back. The same Liverpool who is scoring late goals is conceding late goals. You see how the tide has turned. So the cracks has been showing. There's a whole lot with this team. A whole lot. Well, we have to break it down because this video might be too long. So if you're on Instagram or Facebook or TikTok, probably finish it on YouTube. Now, this Manchester United side, kudos to them because they show that yes, they can. See, they've been written off. A lot of people have written Manchester United off. A lot. Because with the way Manchester United started this season, with the way they've been playing, nobody expected them to do this. Nobody expected them to go over to Anfield, a fortress. That is the stadium. Fans expected Liverpool to pick up form again. That is the stadium. Fans expected a change in the tides of Liverpool in the last couple of weeks. Losing away to Chelsea, losing at Galatasaray, losing at Crystal Palace, and now losing at home to Manchester United sums it up for Liverpool. What a game we witnessed. It's a game of 2 halves actually, but it was a very, very good game, today. Now, the game started, Liverpool conceded an early goal through Mbeumo. What a start for Manchester United. That is the best way to start, against this Liverpool team. That is the best way to start against this Liverpool side. And I will blame Van Dijk and Konate for that because 2 defenders who saw the ball coming allowed Mbeumo, who was probably fouled or probably on the floor, on the pitch, to run in between them and score. So that was their own doing. You understand? Now, there are some players that needs to come under severe scrutiny. But before we get there, another goal, an equalizer in the 73rd minute or in the 78th minute from Gakpo. Gakpo hit the bar like 3 times. I can't even think saying they work for bar before. He hit the bar like 3 times and he got a goal. Also, Maguire, who has been criticized over and over again, has gotten his form back from last season to this season and he got the winner for Manchester United. Now, Salah today, I have no idea what is wrong with Salah. Since he signed a new contract, it has been a different Salah entirely. Since Salah signed a new contract, it's a different Salah. I don't know if it was the loss of Trent Alexander-Arnold that is wrong with Salah. I saw a different Salah. This season, Salah has only scored 1 goal. He has been involved in 1 goal. He has had the lowest touches in a Liverpool shirt this season. Salah is the lowest player that touched the ball less in this Liverpool team this season. This is a different Salah entirely. What is wrong with Isak? is this the same Isak from Newcastle, or is this the Isak from Temu? Because I don't understand. This is the Isak that was bought for a record 120 million, 130 million pounds in the EPL. You see, it's not like Isak came from another league. He was in the Premier League last season. He was the best striker in the Premier League last season. So what happened to Isak? Isak was absent from this game. There's a whole lot that went wrong in that Liverpool's attack that the blame has to go to Isak and Salah. Both of them was absent in this game. Kudos, to Manchester United again. And Liverpool, for a team that wants to compete for the Premier League, keeping 2 clean sheets in 8 games and conceding 3 late goals, it is a crazy start. Consider late goal against Crystal Palace, consider the late goal against Chelsea, consider another late goal today against Manchester United, and you want to compete with Arsenal to win the league, then things has to change and change quickly. I'm not saying Arsenal has won the league. I'm not saying the league is right off. What I'm trying to say in essence is, if Liverpool stand a chance of competing for the league like everybody tag them as favorite this season, then and only then they need to start picking up points and start doing it quickly. Now let's get into the 5 things we learned from today's game. It's going to be a lengthy video, but let's quickly run through it. Now, what is wrong with this Liverpool defense? This Liverpool defense has been conceding goals from the very start of this season up to now. If you remember the first game against Mbeumo, they conceded 2 goals at home. You could remember the next game against Newcastle, they conceded 2 goals. You remember the other game against Crystal Palace, they conceded 2. They've only kept 2 clean sheets. They conceded against Crystal Palace, they conceded 2 goals against Chelsea. Today again, they've conceded 2 goals. Look at Arsenal. Arsenal has kept 3 clean sheets at home on a bounce. You understand what I'm trying to say? So, it is as Liverpool needs to pick up themselves. Are we trying to base that on the fact that they lost Robertson or they lost Alexander-Arnold? Are we putting our base on it? Because Van Dijk and Konate has been a shadow of themselves this season. Last season, they were rock solid at that Liverpool defense. This season, they've been a shadow of themselves. So it's a different defense that I'm seeing from this Liverpool team. This Liverpool team has the quality, to actually lock up that defense. Kekes was one of the best left back in the Premier League last season. Frimpong was the best right back, in Leverkusen, if not the whole of, Germany last season. So what are we trying to say? These guys have quality. So what is wrong with this Liverpool defense that makes them keep conceding goals over and over and over again? Another thing we learned today is the movement. The movement of this Manchester United side is brilliant, especially in the first half. The movement of, Manchester United did not start with the proper number 9. So that actually destroys the movement or destroys the thinking or the thoughts of Van Dijk and Konate in defense, because at that point you see the roaming of Cunha, the roaming of Mbeumo, the roaming of Mason Mount and Fernandes in the midfield. Actually, it destroyed the Liverpool defense, because those defenders, Van Dijk and Konate, do not even know who is playing as the top number 9. The false 9 is one of the ways Amorim actually got it right, and it worked in the first half, because the same Mbeumo was on the ground. Few minutes later, a few seconds later, he was scoring goal. So I think the movement actually disrupts, that Liverpool defense, and they are also missing Alisson. Alisson is another name that Liverpool is missing. Yes, they lost two games before Alisson went on injury. They lost one, and in the process of losing the second one in the Champions League, he got injured. I think losing Alisson will be a very, very big issue for Liverpool this season, because I don't think Managerial is that goalkeeper that can command the defense of this Liverpool team. I think he has a long way to go. Still a young goalkeeper who came from Spain in Valencia. I think he has a long way to go. Another thing we learned from today is I have to give it to Manchester United. Like, the defense of Manchester United, I think the goalkeeper, which is Lamens, has given this Manchester United side a lot of confidence. The first game he kept. This is just the second game though. The first game he kept a clean sheet against Newcastle. The second game against a Liverpool side, it was, until the 78th minute before he conceded. We have to give it to this guy. Yes, he didn't too much involved in the game, but you could see the confidence he's giving to this Manchester United defense, pushing the guys to do better. I think it's going to be a very, very good signing for Manchester United. One thing that kept going for him is that he's not coming with so much reputation. He was not bought with a big amount of money. He has not cared for a bigger team before. So the pressure is less on him. And I think this guy would actually perform in this Manchester United side. So kudos to Lames and kudos to the Manchester United defense. They kept compact for the duration of the Liverpool's counter press, the duration of the Liverpool's pressure. They kept that shape. They kept defending over and over. And we have to give it to Manchester United defense because those guys really performed very, very well today. And another thing we learned today is Amorim. The Amorim management style showed today. If he has lost the game, it will be a different case. But once he does something right, we have to give it to him. Now, Amorim did something that really got me today. He said today he took out what's his name? He took out Ahmad, who was one of Manchester United's best players today. We have to give it to him. He took out Ahmad and Casemiro. Why? Because they got a yellow card. That is game management. He knew that Casemiro got a red card against Chelsea. The best thing for him to do, immediately he got that card, take him off immediately, and he brought in Ugarte. That was the best thing to do today. If not, I think Casemiro would have gotten a red card. All right? But Ahmad also was one of Manchester United's best players. Kudos to him. He did very, very well today. Slots did one thing that he got right today. When he saw that he was losing, at just this moment, I'm not saying he did right the whole game, he took out Gravenberch and McAllister and he brought in two players, right? He brought in two players who immediately switched the formation to 4-2-4. All right, at that point, all pressure fell back to Manchester United, and that was how Manchester United considered the goal. But when it matters most, when the defense had to keep Liverpool in the game, to keep pressuring the Manchester United defense to get the winner, they conceded. So you could see that there's a lot with this Liverpool team. Salah is not helping out. Isak is not helping out. What is wrong with these players? What is wrong? Since Salah got that new contract, he's been a different player. Isak, since he came to Liverpool, he's been a different player. You would see when Ekitike came into the game, you could see the pressure. You could see the constant pressure on this Manchester United defense. And they kept their cool and they hold their own. The last thing we learned from today's game is Liverpool they cannot convert chances. Look at the amount of chances that was created for Salah. Look at the amount of chances Gakpo created for himself as well. So a lot is wrong with this team. Isak, look at the chances he's missed. Look at the chances. He can't even create chance for himself. To me, in this Liverpool team, if I was the coach, I would start Ekitike ahead of Isak. Because Isak, Salah, zero. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. I'm not saying they are not quality players. But what I'm saying at this point is that they've lost form, they've lost confidence, and they need to get back quickly. If not, trust me, Arsenal might just be running with that league. And Manchester City is a very good team who are chasing them at this point. But let me know what you think as we ended this match day with Arsenal topping the league. Let me know what you think about this. Share your thoughts in the comments. If you are new to this channel, hit the like button, subscribe to this channel. Please hit the notification bell and please subscribe until I come your way again next time. I remain your boy Mike Way. I'm not a Manchester United fan. I am a football fan. Stay cool. Cheers.